Yeah, so the idea is to just kind of not add too many new tasks right now. I wish there was like a counter that showed me how many little assignments I've already added to the game, but there's so many. I've been maybe putting a few too many tasks down. Makes the entire game a little bit messy. There's probably a mod for that. I could probably get a mod to see how many tasks there are. Anyway, one thing though that I do want to really add into the mix still is more oxygen pumps that can actually run all of this. So we need to figure out what the maximum amount of gas is that each of the pipes and each of the filters and each of the pumps can actually manage. So here's the idea. We have this entire section, including this little area over here, as like the duplicate quarters. And this entire world is obviously extremely cold, right? Like that's the entire premise of this DLC. Everything's extremely cold. It's like minus 18, minus 20 or so. And probably the safest way for my duplicants to live is inside of a spacesuit all of the time. So I want them to be able to like not wear a spacesuit while inside of this section of the base. Actually, I'm thinking maybe we should just include this section over here too with insulated tiles. Yeah, just make this entire region over here insulated tiles, and then hopefully the place won't be too let's do a little bit over here too. There we go. Hopefully that won't make the place too bad. So I gotta make sure that we build this thing, and obviously I need to make sure that we start building the actual spacesuits. So I need a lot of these reed fibers. And reed fiber I am getting right here from shearing these scrotum-shaped animals. But once I have sheared enough scrotums, that's gonna be when I can finally use their hair to like build up a spacesuit. So that's what we're trying to do. The only problem is that in order to like feed them, they need to be like apparently eating plants that only grow in liquid ethanol. I actually know a couple of people that also only grow after consuming liquid ethanol. Anyways, we can keep shearing them here in the shearing station, and then eventually I should get enough to be building up all of these Atmo suits. It's a little bit of a project. Now, how much gas does this move? So this does 500 gas per second when in use. Okay. I guess it's 500 grams. I'm not exactly sure. This thing does how much? How much can a gas filter process? I'm thinking 1,000, but I don't know why I'm thinking that. Gas filter. Maybe it doesn't have a limit. Sieves one gas from the air, sending it into a dedicated pipe. Build time 10 seconds. Pipes can carry 1K per square. Okay. Okay, that's why I'm thinking it. So the gas filter is just considered a separate pipe. So I do 2 gas pumps per gas filter. And then how much of that can power one of these suits? Probably, I want to say like 3 or so. I don't know how much these need. I could also just do like 4. They store up and will recharge overnight. Yeah, so how many of them do I need? That's the main question, I guess. 1 pipe, 1 filter is more than enough? Okay. Last time, a lot of people told me that it probably wouldn't be enough. I say 10. I say 1. I have 6. Okay. So, one thing we have figured out here is that everything's optional. Nothing is mandatory. You think 2 gas pumps and 1 filter is enough? 2 pumps, 1 filter. We'll start with that. If it's not enough, I can make more. Because obviously, like, initially, it might be kind of, like, slow to fill up. But that's okay, right? Like, we don't really mind. Am I gonna run this like so? That's a mess. Probably don't want to run it like this. Okay, so I want to add a little ventilation over here. Yeah, we don't want to, like... I don't mind a bit of spaghetti from time to time. Oh, does the temperature of the gas matter? Nah, they can probably breathe nice cold oxygen. I like my oxygen nice and cool, personally. Actually, I would like to move this one to the left. Just 1 square, in case we want to, like, encapsulate this as well, or make it look a little bit more presentable. This should be fine. So this can be vented out literally anywhere. The only problem is I don't really have an easy spot for it, but I guess I'll just vent it out a little bit further away. Let's vent it out all the way over here so we don't accidentally, like, bump in the same thing again. So we'll put a gas vent right over there. And then the gas pipe over here. I don't know if this is going to be all the way reachable. It might not be fully reachable, but anyways, if I just kind of send it out like this, we should be fine. Sorry, you're gonna have a little bit of ventilation plumbing through your house, and a temporary scaffolding as well. Oh yeah, actually, maybe venting it out down below would be better. I think that's actually a good idea. If I vent it down below...
I restarted my workout by doing legs and taking every 45 for calf lifts. Had to limit test kappa.
Every 45? Dang. Oh, pounds, I guess. Thank you very much for the resubscription, dude. Appreciate you. I'll bump it all the way down here. Technically, I could still... Yeah, I can't really fit it over there. Oh, actually, maybe I can. I don't know if this is gonna block the plant. Probably not. I think it's probably fine. We'll find out. I don't know if that's gonna block the plant. Oh. I accidentally killed the plant, apparently. Hey, thank you very much for the 97 months, dude. That's an extremely long time. Don't really need to power stuff like this, but I like the way it looks. I'll have one more over there as well. Okay. So that should be the gas going in, and then obviously I need to make sure that this filter is set up to oxygen. So I need to be pumping in oxygen into the spacesuits, right? That's what we're trying to achieve here. Oxygen. Not polluted, preferably. If I have any say in the matter. I think non-polluted oxygen is preferable. I don't think we need to worry about heat death over time. No. Maybe. I honestly can't tell, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Storage unavailable for pike apples. I guess for now I can set them up over here. Oh. Apparently I accidentally put also a little bit of liquid over there, which may actually work out for me in my favor. Because I think some of these resources can, like, Any of the polluted dirt, for example, I think can actually fume off polluted oxygen, but I think if it's underwater, it doesn't. So it's a little bit messy, but I guess it's not the end of the world? I don't know. I don't really want more dupes, so we're not adding any more duplicants. Yeah, accidentally intentional. Yeah, so all of this is just a matter of time now. I just need to wait. I don't know if we ever run into really big heat problems. The one thing I have noticed though is 2 volcanoes here at the very top. The 2 volcanoes at the top do make the game a little tricky. I have a bit of a pressure issue in my base, or at least I had. Right before I like dug all the way up. And I guess it doesn't really matter much anymore now that I've like opened all of this place up, but at some point I'm gonna be able to vent out any of the excess amount of gas into the atmosphere over here, into the great vacuum. This is honestly not that high a priority right now though. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna do something crazy. Priority 4! I know. Who is this man? Priority 4? I was promised everything was priority 9. Yeah, my buildings are heating up the base, but that's perfectly fine for me. I've already started making regular tiles a thing in my base. So we're no longer building anything out of ice. We had a couple of things that started melting. I could still run into some problems, I guess, if like the entire biome melts, but I think it still will be... Oh, it won't be too problematic. There's another volcano down below over there. Same over here, by the way. This is also priority 4? Okay. Yeah, we have some very hot terrain in some places. I don't really know what's going on down here. One thing I do need, though, is oil. I need oil, chat. I'm sure many of you understand. I actually have way too much food. Yeah, not that long ago, I didn't have any food. Not good. Didn't I just set up pike apple? What is this? Oh, the pike apples themselves apparently need to be stored differently. Yeah, I have way too much food actually. That's a good point. We should definitely destroy the food. Too much food. Way too much. Are you guys really digging straight down? What is this, Minecraft? I was told that that is a bad strategy, but the duplicants do it all the time, and they are very intelligent. Maybe. I will change the priority a little bit on the food gathering. I'll make it priority 5, I guess. Yeah, I had a problem not that long ago where like everything was everything was dying. And death is so final, you know what I mean? So I don't really like it too much. Is there like a larger version of a refrigerator? Is that a possibility? I wonder. Refrigerator. No. Let me guess, there's a mod for that though. You can liquidize chlorine? Oh, if I store food in a vacuum? You can custom build a room where it's cold? What about a vacuum? A vacuum might actually be more effective. I'll just put down some of these things for now. We have too many assignments as it is. Well, there is a refrigerator, yeah, but not a big refrigerator. I already have a few of them. I need a larger one. You have to store food in a tile that is minus 18C and then sterile gas? No, I haven't turned on the refrigerators because this place is very cold anyway. But I need oil. Like, I need to figure out how to make plastic. And I think the only way I can do plastic is with oil, no? Any suggestions? Crude oil. I can turn crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. And then petroleum yeah. So petroleum into a polymer press can give me plastics, which is what I need. I don't really care about the steam and the carbon dioxide. That's fine, but petroleum is what I need. And then I think I can use the natural gas that is also created to create electricity, right? Like, can't I just use this to, like, can I just like burn it? Natural gas generator? Yeah, increases or produces electrical power. That's very convenient. So oil would be my main thing. The more oil I can get, the better. God, I fucking love oil. Love it. Plastic would solve two of my problems. Like, oil would solve my plastic problem, which I need to, like, progress. And then at the same time, it would sort out my electricity problem. I can also make it out of resin or about nectar. But I think resin and nectar are for the... I think resin and nectar are for the dinosaur DLC. I don't think these are relevant over here, but maybe. Oh, nectar is actually the frosty planet? Really? I thought it had to do with the other one. Bonbon trees? Ooh, I can make bonbon trees? Feed them snow and they create nectar? And then I can use the nectar straight up into a polymer press? Ah, okay. So that's an alternative option then too. Probably easier to get. I have a couple of bonbon tree seeds. Well, temperature is not a problem, man. Not really concerned about temperature at the moment. This thing does need to be growing in a sub-zero temperature, but that's okay. Oh, they also produce wood? And ethanol. Huh. I do need ethanol. And I need wood. They can also apparently help me make dirt, which I don't really seem to need at the moment, but... So do they just drop the nectar on the floor? Kinda looks like it. I mean, I guess I can just kind of try growing it over here. I'm moving all of my production closer to the left here. I don't know if this place is gonna heat up at all. Maybe it's kind of warm because of the... yeah, it's cooler up here. So maybe I should kind of build it up here instead. Can I just, like... Can I just, like... Can I just build them over here instead? Because I have a shit ton of food anyway. Bonbon tree. Here we go. This produces nectar and wood. It can grow in oxygen, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide, snow, vacuum. Okay. Yeah, it is easy. But I'm guessing they take up a bit of space. I don't know. We can have a look. I don't want more people. Do I have to, like, I don't know. Sometimes the plants can't really grow right next to each other, I guess, but... What's going on, Ramble? You are people? I am people too! How do you do, fellow people? How do you do, fellow humans? Do you also enjoy walking with your legs and converting carbon dioxide or oxygen into I love doing that personally as a fellow human. It is one of my favorite things to do as a human. I need to grow some plants. So, these are bonbon trees. Are you a bonbon tree? Yo, you are bonboning so freaking hard right now, dude. So wait, where does the nectar go? Does it just drop it on the floor? Yeah, do they need like space? It kind of looks like they need space. You pump it straight out of them? I think I saw some of that at some point, and then I got confused by what it meant. It is already up there, Cilio. Well, I mean, I've started posting my Oxygen Not Included playthrough up on More Loco, but this one will probably not go up there until a couple weeks, because I have a lot of content for the second channel ready to go, but I've started posting it for sure. If you want to watch me fail in my dinosaur land, that is the playthrough that's going up right now. And trust me, there's a lot of failing. Okay, so they need ambient radiation, and they need a lux of 300. This plant is currently lit because of the shine bug. So I guess this one is sad because it doesn't have enough. I don't know. It says growing branches. How do I know, like, how much space they need? Yeah, we're doing private suites, dude. Private suites over here. Private showers? The whole shebang. It's incredible. It's one tile around. I'll just try and do a separate one over here. How about that? No! God, no! Only the middle part makes nectar? Chat, this is unplayable. I'm sorry, I hate to break it to everybody, but this is not playable anymore. Well, I still want wood. I mean, I have a lot of wood at the moment, but I would like to start replacing some of these guys. We gotta make it symmetrical. It's very important. Maybe I'll just run the pipes through the middle or something, so we can make it look decent. Do I have hardwood? I have 78.7 tons of regular wood. I don't know if that's good enough. You guys seem to be very specific about it. Okay. I'll leave them. Well, wait, hold up. I'm dumb. They need obviously 2 spaces around it. If each of them, every one of them. Is it going to line up now? Come on. Oxygen not included. Be a bro. It doesn't line up. Fuck. Fudge. Sorry. I want to apologize to everybody listening to this for my harsh and foul language. Alright, I'm just kidding. I don't give a fuck. I need a light. I'm like a fire bat. Oh no, none of this is symmetrical, chat. How am I supposed to live my life? Okay, I guess this will be acceptable. If I move one each closer to the center, it will line up perfectly. Okay, I will trust your judgment. Trusting Twitch chat. Always dangerous. Is very risky, actually, but I'm doing it anyway. Don't. That was 2 tiles to the center? Wait, what? Oh. Damn, I am really stupid. How do you guys watch this? Must be hard, man. God. Must be really difficult. Oh, it lines up perfectly. Who could have known? You watch this with extreme embarrassment. If somebody walks into the room, you quickly alt-tab to Pornhub because it's easier to explain. It's like, no, I wasn't watching Loco. Hot? Hot? Not hot. How do I... The lights are a problem, man. The lights aren't possible. Okay. Maybe we can figure out a way. Maybe we can figure out a way. I would like to run this. So this is perfect, right? Like that is perfect. And then that one's perfect too, because it hits. And then we just need one in the middle. There's mercury ceiling lamp. Isn't that gonna melt? Requirements, mercury. Mercury ceiling lights take a while to reach full brightness, but once they do, zowie. Okay, maybe this is something I can do. It requires advanced caffeination. We go from caffeination straight to liquid mercury. Okay, close your eyes, gamers. I'm gonna have to commit to this spot right over here. I'll replace it at a later time. Temporary solutions are always temporary. Everybody knows that. Never once has a temporary solution become a permanent one in my base. Alright, so. I want to plant my bonbon trees. And then I want to pipe the shit out of them, dude. Now, this has to be kind of cold. So maybe we shouldn't pipe, like, right next to it. Maybe I'll pipe, like, a little bit further down. So I need the polymer press. Polymer press. I think that's... Oh, I already have it. Isn't it like, what is it? Nectar? Nectar. Yeah, just straight nectar, straight polymer press. How many polymer presses? How many I'm just gonna go with one. don't even say anything. I'm just gonna make one. There it is. Incredible. Actually, I may have to move it to the other side. Actually, I'll move it over here. Okay. Whew, jeez, that was tough. Meow. I would like to tap straight into the vein. It takes a while to produce plastic and produces a lot of heat. Yeah, but who gives a shit about heat in this this playthrough? I actually don't know. Like, heat doesn't seem to care at all. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is short-sighted, but this entire world is minus gajillion degrees. And that's pretty cold. Maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't seem important at all. Maybe at some point the whole world will melt. But I feel like that is still at least 200 cycles away. But maybe you're right. Wow, look at that. A brand new mix of liquids. We have some polluted water, some regular water, some mercury, some ethanol. How nice is that? It's a party down here, man. Once you go to 75 degrees, your dupes start to take damage? Yeah, but it's minus 20 everywhere. I just built this little farm in minus 33. It's a very long way to 75 degrees. Maybe you're right though. Like, I don't know. Maybe it is a problem. Eventually, I will heat up my base enough for it to be a problem. But I don't know if I'm gonna live for that long anyway. Which is kind of the same mindset that a lot of, like, climate change deniers have, you know? And I realize that now that I've said it out loud. Like, why would I care about the climate change? I'm gonna be dead before it's a problem anyway. It's not how I meant it. That's not what I wanted to say. I mean, it is, but, you know. Alright, new blueprint. Ooh! Don't know why I need that, but... Classic boomer over here, yeah. How do you do, fellow kids? Climate change, am I right? Haha. Okay, can we pump in a little bit of that sweet, sweet oxygen? Your parents used to say that about climate change? Ay, ay, ay. I'm glad my parents don't think like that. I don't think I would cope particularly well. No seed available. I'm out of seed. Sedge. I hope, by the way, that this is enough. Less than 12,000. No. Okay, let's just see how it goes. So do they like drop their branches? Do they have to be like... I don't know. We'll see. That means you guys are no longer necessary. That means you're not gonna be freed, though. Instead, we will murder you, or we may turn you into a meat farm. Yeah, little Flock's barbecue. Love that. Love that for us. Love that for my Jupes. A little bit of casual murdering. Love that. Huge fan, actually. Okay. Yeah, looks like meat is back on the menu. I can do some automatic meat harvesting. Yo, how long does this reed fiber shit take, man? It takes too freaking long. Like, I keep sharing my ball sack. Like, I keep sharing them, but like... all I want to do is make a spacesuit out of my ball sack hair. How long could it take? Jeez Louise, I've been sharing reed fibers for days. Put a little tag in their ears. You'd love to see it. Maybe I'll do like another one? I don't know. Aren't they overcrowded? Wait, are you guys sad because you're overcrowded? No. Oh, he's starving. Oh, that's a problem. Oof. I'll plant a couple more of them, okay? How about that? What a chillink, dude.
Different tiers help our cause. We're trying to make high-end, well-produced StarCraft content. We've got the best players in the world, but we also wanted to have something that felt like a show.
It looks beautiful, man.
Looks amazing.
This thing is so super sick.
When we were getting it built, I didn't know how it was going to come out. But yeah, I mean, I've been very, very happy with it. I came in here the day before we started the show, and we wanted to see how we looked on camera. And I noticed the shirt I wore was too thin, and my nipples were kind of popping out. And I went, okay, good to know. I won't wear that. And then I thought, or we just put nipples and all these little spikes over here, and now the shirt looks great. Anyways, we're going to go to a short little break. We come back. We're going to go.
Yeah, that's technically an option too. Excellent way to throw to a break. Anyways, enough about my nipples. When we come back. Okay. I will be casting EWC. Yes, I am flying out next week, Sunday, I think. Sunday. Or Saturday. I'm really looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be fun. I don't think I have enough electricity to run my automatic shearing over here. It's a really cool idea. But I don't believe I can do it yet. Yeah. Does that mean we miss Loco streams? Well, the StarCraft 2 World Championships is only running once a year, right? So, no stream on my own channel in 2 weeks' time. But there will be a lot of StarCraft content. And it's gonna be really hype, man. I'm actually super excited for it. So it's gonna be a fun, good couple days, I think. I think it's a 4-day broadcast. So a ton of good StarCraft. And I'm basically gone from like, I think I'm gone from like Sunday through Saturday. So I'm gone for like exactly 1 week, which is kind of perfect. What is the priority over here on these things down below? I don't think these need to be that high. At the moment, I have a lot of oxygen. If I need more of it, I can change the priority system. Mornings are going to be very quiet. Damn. I won't be dead, Mickey. I will, you know, I'll still be alive. You're gonna be able to get way too much work done. Yeah, make sure to pace yourselves, guys. While I'm away, don't accidentally get too much work done. Because what if your boss suddenly views that as the new standard, you know? You want to keep the expectations low. Very important. Don't suddenly start, you know, overcommitting to work. Yeah, be responsible. Maybe check out some YouTube videos of mine. Yeah, maybe some VODs. Like, you've been carefully grooming your boss for years. Don't just throw it away now. In 1 week of weakness, okay? They've come to expect the least of you. Don't just suddenly... You accidentally clicked on winter stream when I wasn't online and you still have nightmares? Understandable, yeah, I get that. Alright, how's my oxygen going along? Ooh, dude. Ooh, dude. Okay. I need way more metal. Like, where is my metal? Can I make my spacesuits out of uranium ore? Probably not optimal. I don't know much about uranium ore, but I'm gonna come out and say that that's probably suboptimal. I'm enjoying the useful or uselessness of today and readying my usefulness for tomorrow. Gustav is a very inspiring man. Nope, that's hot. That's hot. Don't dig into that. Don't put your fingers in a volcano, Chet. If there's one takeaway from today's stream, it should be that. To all my Icelandic viewers. Don't do it. A burning sensation is not good. I did see it, Rob. I haven't played it yet, though. His name is Gustav. It's not gas stove. Common misconception. Do you just dig out the entire map? Is that what we do? Okay, we should get a little bit more iron here again, which is nice. But wait, is this like refined iron? Or is this like regular iron? Because I must have iron, no? What about like iron ore? Oh, I've got 102 tons of that shit. Why are we not punching the button? Yo, somebody punch the button. Hello. We're not punching any buttons. I don't understand. Why are we not punching buttons? I'll press the red button. I want to see somebody punch that button. Hard. And aggressively. With passion. There we go. Oof, 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 oof. I don't think I have anybody set up for operating. Now, Gertrude, if I take you to priority 9, don't stop punching the button, okay? We need this to make spacesuits and whatnot. Gertrude, where are you going? Okay, maybe setting everything up to priority 9 is not always optimal, guys. I know this may come as a surprise to many of you. I'll move a couple of these things back down to like a lower priority. Who would have thought? Hey, what is this deck now? That sounded an awful lot like you somehow knew better or something. Hello? Can't believe this guy. Who would have thought, he says. Oh, yeah. Yo, what's up, Shiny? You mean if everything is the same priority, then nothing is a priority? Okay. More condensation. I can't. Literally can't right now, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't even have enough. Don't make it out of freaking mercury, you idiot. Okay, alright, we're punching buttons again. That's good. Keep punching buttons. Hey, I actually have a lot of piss in my reservoir. How do I empty it? Do I just make another reservoir right next to it? If I literally destroy it and then remake it, it's going to like disappear? That doesn't sound hygienic. It leaves bottles? Oh, that's convenient. Starvation? Robert Boss, what are you doing, bro? Are you dumb? Yeah, there are ways to do the rock crusher automatically and do it more effectively. The problem is that it requires a liquid input. Which I happen to have right over here. Can I use piss for it? This thing requires 1.2 kilowatts for like itself, which I don't have. Nope, we're continuing to push buttons. Okay, good. I probably need to set somebody up here to at least have reasonable priority for operating. So Gothix is doing research whenever, but then I also need him to be doing what he's doing right now. This isn't really something he's particularly good at, but at the very least, you know, we will get more iron. Because I always seem to have very little of it. Like refined metal, I mean. The theme for all of the names this time around in this run is RuneScape characters, Tensor. And I gotta say, ever since I started naming my characters after RuneScape characters, it's been going way better than, say, for example, when I named them after Twitch viewers. I'm just, you know, I'm not saying there's a correlation, but I'm also not saying that there isn't a correlation. Speaking of which, any gaming today? No RuneScape today. I wanted to do a little bit more of this, because this game is amazing. It's Decno that cost us? I agree, let's blame Decno. Not the player. But the name. You guys are really smart, I like that. You hear that, Decno? You happy now? I find it a little mean, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, those were not my words. You're gonna go with the YouTube chatters? I haven't actually been streaming much on YouTube lately. The YouTube chatters are not more kind, dude. There's no way. Oh no, my nectar is halted. What's the problem? Why is my nectar not producing? Branches must be exposed to light? Oh. We need more light. Fine. I'll put a fucking lamp above each of you guys and run out of electricity for you. How about that? No, YouTube chatters are rarely more kind than Twitch chatters. Yeah. Hey, there's a little shine bug. That's perfect. The ceiling light operates at minus 29 degrees. You love to see that. That's awesome. The base is actually coming up though. Like the temperature is actually climbing. I wouldn't say it's warm, but it was like minus 30 at some point, and we are heating it up, which is great. I'm doing this on purpose. Maybe at some point I'll like curse myself for it, but for now I'm pretty happy. Body temperature of the squash plant is too high over here. Ay, ay, ay. It's minus 14 degrees, dude. I need way more of these. How many plume squash do I have? Plume squash. I have a lot of seeds still. Okay. I think I'll just make another room exactly like this one. There we go. Yeah, soon we don't even need slippers anymore. We can take off our sweaters and go. Hey, have we started making Atmos suits? Because I feel like this number went down. But I don't see any Atmos suits anywhere. Oh, we have 8 Atmos suits, dude. We've been building them. Let's fucking go. Deliver the suit. Deliver the suit. Soon we can live in our spacesuits every working day, and we get slower and slower and slower every time we do anything. How nice is that? Building melted? Yeah, I accidentally made a couple of things out of mercury. That can happen to the best of them. Don't recommend making anything out of mercury, chat. Yeah, it's gonna melt and then, you know, it's gonna leave a mess. That's the worst. We are wearing suits made out of fresh ballsack. Hashtag goals. All right. What are we doing here? Why is the oxygen not coming in larger amounts? Maybe it's because the suits are being powered right now. Maybe it'll sort itself out. Pemmican? They love pemmican for some reason. But I'm gonna get the scent, because I actually need scent over here for my water sieve. Okay. Yeah. Fresh ballsack suits are the best. That's what my grandma always says. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, what? 2, 4, 6, 8. I can't count, dude. Holy crap, I thought I like, didn't drop out in elementary school. What? Why did I drop out in elementary school? That's actually crazy. Why would anybody do that? To go and work on the farm? Is that a thing people still do? We have a lot of people that work on farms in the Netherlands, dude. They complain a lot about all kinds of stuff. That's Dutch politics in a nutshell for you. People complaining. There's a lot of complaining. Wait, are these buildings made out of mercury? No way. What are you made out of? How do I... No. Are you made out of mercury? No. Are you made up out of mercury? No. Wait, cinnabar ore is mercury? Is it actually? Are you kidding me? Oh. So that's bad. Can I like somehow do this in a faster way than what the fuck I'm doing right here? Can I just change the entire material to whatever I set up over here? Because this is incredibly annoying if I have to manually adjust it for every little bit in this room. What a fun mechanic, video game. I like that very much. That's very kind of you. Love that, actually. So what about all of these items? Is this also... This is also all cinnabar ore. Ay, ay, ay. Mercury sulfate. I didn't realize that that was... Dude, what a giant pain in the dick. I have to rebuild everything. And there's no way for me to manually or like to automatically set it up? Yeah, literally all these things can easily melt. Yeah, I guess I'll have to have a look at things when they're melting or something, and then we can change it, but... Ugh. I don't know why they would do it like that. That's crazy. Make it a core mechanic of this entire run and then not, like, allow you to change it easily is insane. All my doors and everything is all cinnabar ore, because it's the only thing that happens a lot. Cinnabar doesn't actually melt into mercury, I think. You have to sublimate it at like 550 degrees. I have not seen it before, and I keep having little spillage in my like warmest room over here. And when I talk warm, it's like, it's hot, but it's not like, you know, a gajillion degrees. They don't melt, they give you gas? Yeah, it says 583 temperature is mercury gas. Oh, okay, so it's not actually a big problem, guys. So why is there always liquid on the floor here? I don't know if condensation is a thing. Okay, well, anyways. We'll keep an eye out on it. Water. Storage unavailable. That's kind of funny. Yeah, maybe it's because the temperature... Like, maybe it is condensation. I don't really understand if that's the thing in this game, but... I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. But it isn't particularly reliable. What's up, Bully? Nectar production still halted? Why are you halted? Nectar production all halted. Ah! Well, that sucks. Why does it not tell me what the problem is? Why is the game like this sometimes? Like, it doesn't fucking tell you what the problem is. Optimal productivity, 5 branches at 10,000 lux each. Is that the only problem? Because, like, if I look at the requirements over here, everything is checked. So maybe... These lights aren't strong enough. That's basically what it comes down to. It's not even remotely good enough. What's going on, Andy?
226.30609 days.
Wow.
Wanted to resub yesterday, but you had dinner plans then. Missed my daily dose of Loco TV live stream low rave.
Thank you very much for the 106 months, Andy. Appreciate that. I think, guys, it's not producing nectar because it doesn't have branches. This seems to imply that it needs more lux, but I don't think that's the case. I think it just needs to grow its freaking branches. So I don't know why it would show me like the whole thing in nectar production halted. Like, it's a little bit dramatic. Wait, so I think it just needs more time, right? How do I make it so, though, that the branches aren't automatically removed? Do I disable auto harvest? I guess that's what I do, right? Because I don't want this for... I need this for nectar, not for... Yeah, there are these glowy rocks. Lumen quartz. Can I, like, put those down somewhere? These are a carve errand. I don't know what this is. Lumen quartz emits a soft glowing light that makes everything look and feel a little rosier. Light range of 2 tiles, brightness of 1000 lux. That would be awesome. Can I reposition those? Can I, like, move them over here? I don't know. Once they're carved, you can move them? Oh. Let's see. I don't know if that does anything, but... I'm still gonna run out of ethanol, by the way, at some later time. I don't really know how big of a problem that truly will be. But I know you can do... I think it said that spigot seals can make this stuff. It's a bit weird. Like, there's a lot of ethanol. Maybe there's other ways. So, ethanol I can make out of solid ethanol or ethanol gas. Oh, I can make it out of wood in the ethanol distiller. That seems easier. I have a shit ton of wood right now. How does this work, though? Does it just dump it on the floor? Liquid output pipe? Ah, okay. Even better. I can make my own little pool, my own little pool somewhere. Yo, I can't get a piss pit, but I might be able to get an ethanol pit instead, which is kind of metal. I mean, it's a pretty good second choice. I can have a swimming pool of ethanol, which is a bit of a dream of mine. Dude, why are there so many places that are just like insanely hot? Ay, ay, ay. Alright, I'll just build it over here and we'll see how it goes. We don't have a piss pit anymore, no. Yeah, there's buried volcanoes everywhere. Let me make it out of granite, chat, because it would really suck if, hypothetically speaking, the piss pit or the ethanol pit, for this sake, would break. God, that would be annoying, wouldn't it? Okay. That would never actually happen, though. Yeah, good point, good point. Okay. What is it called? Liquid sensor? Hydro sensor? Liquid pipe? No, I think it's a hydro sensor that I want. I'll put one over here. And then we'll build a little automation wire in between. So hopefully we can make it so that nothing actually, like, you know, keeps flowing. Because that would suck. Ethanol. Distiller. Refines wood into ethanol. So I could do this over here. I think I'm just going to keep all of my production over here instead because it's easy. Oh, actually, maybe it's not really an option. Let's put it over here instead. Because I think the polymer press might also need a little bit more. Okay, so this one is gonna be pumping liquid over here. And then I need you to have a little bridge to go to the other side. Bada bing, bada boom. Bro's trapping himself, that's okay. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. And then this is gonna be our little ethanol pit. I can power this thing up. Does take quite a bit of electricity, but... Hey, there's an oxygen mask that's laying around. Yeah, it seems to make some gases. So, oh, it also does make polluted dirt. As long as the polluted dirt is underwater, I guess it's not a problem. And it's gonna make a little bit of CO2, but that's fine. There we go. Oh! Look at that, gamers. We can get some nice, beautiful, clean nectar in our base. Woo! Hot. Yeah, I might just want to make this whole floor out of... Some of these might just have to all be airflow tiles. There's really no reason why they don't, or why they aren't. Make it nice and airflowy. I'm making it out of cinnabar ore. What could possibly be the problem? I don't yet have enough. I don't yet have enough suits, but we're nearly there. I just need to share a few more scrotums. Pretty hype, if you ask me. You guys are kind of cramped, so I'll wrangle a few of you, send you up. Yeah, you need a lot of fur, man. You guys always think it's easy to make a spacesuit out of ballsack hair, but it's not that straightforward. And I feel like that's something that's really lost on younger generations. Like, you guys just kind of think that the spacesuits and the sack hair just come out of nowhere, but that's not how it is. People have to get out of bed for that sort of thing. You're taking all the sack hair for granted. How many of these can go into a single room? Like, you guys always seem to be kind of pissed off. Oh, it's because there's 20? That's the problem, Loco from the past, you absolute idiot. I think for these, it might even be less, bro. Because these things are huge. I'm gonna just put 5. God, who invited this Loco guy to the stream? Seriously. Yeah, delivered them into the same room again. Ay, ay, ay. It's kind of cute, but hey, look. Couple more. Take the babies too. We don't give a shit. Take their babies. Cheer the children. Wait, no, I don't think we can actually do that. We need to wait. I think we need to wait. You could make a compilation of the most fucked up things I've ever said, man. Your body temperature is too freaking warm. Oh, it's because the ethanol is too hot. We'll make all of this out of some quarter pipes. How about that? I want this shit to be cold, dude. There we go. Do you hear the duplicants sing? Singing the songs of angry gamers. Ba-da-da-da-da. And the beating of my memes is like a song. La, da, da, da. God. We have too much pressure in our base. Again. I don't know how to like is there like a pressure sensor? Atmos sensor? I think Atmos sensor may be what I need. Yeah. What if my dupes or my duplicants run around in a little space with a vacuum? Would that be problematic? Probably not. Maybe. Just like a short little period in a vacuum. Will they implode? They can hold their breaths? Excellent. Me too, but I don't think I can walk around in a vacuum. Can I walk around in a vacuum? Well, I don't have the spacesuits yet. That's kind of the problem. Our blood would boil inside of a vacuum? Well, there's a vacuum right over here, Zamorak. Just hold your breath. just hold your breath, buddy. Try to not get your blood to boil. That's kind of hardcore, actually, dude. Your blood would boil? Hell yeah. Sounds like a Finnish metal band. So sends green signal if above 1000 Gs. No. What is a normal pressure? Let's just pump a little bit. I don't know what a normal pressure is. 2K? I'll set it up to 1. No, 1000. So it will just send a signal of green whenever like the... But maybe the signal needs to be over here instead. The problem is that these automation wires are not that cheap, are they? Like, how much is this? Would that be expensive? Eh, it's not too terribly expensive. Thought it'd be more expensive. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to, like, when the pressure is too high over here, that's what I preferably would want. Let's just set it up properly, I suppose. Maybe this is kind of unnecessary, I don't know. Anyway. When the sensor detects that over here the pressure is above 2K, which it always is going to be for now, that's when the thing should activate. Okay. You don't need to pump it up, you just open the doors. Mate, if I open the doors, isn't my entire base gonna turn into a vacuum? I feel like living in a vacuum would not be great. Vaporizer. It would go very, very slowly. Can I automate the door? Whoa. Dude, there's a shit ton of these bonbon trees growing out here. Holy crap, what's going on there? Something's happening. Wait, those doors are making it Those doors are letting in oxygen anyways? Like, gas does bypass the gravitas doors? For real? Like, I'm already not closed off? Okay. My brilliant idea is no longer brilliant. I thought I was smart for a little bit. Nothing like this game to knock me back down on my feet. God, I remember thinking I was smart. Long time ago, dude. Long time ago. The game is really humbling in that regard. Ah, yeah. Look at that. We can see some of the oxygen going out. Not good. Not good. Okay, so I just gotta pay attention here and make sure that we don't accidentally have all the pressure leave our base. I don't know what would happen if that happens. I'm guessing I would just have to, like, maybe build it back up, which would probably take about 100 cycles. Not really too keen on that. Yeah, next week, Andy. Let's see. So I would like to have, I guess it's an automatic airlock or something? Let me see. Airlock. Mechanized airlock, maybe? Blocks liquid and gas flow. Yeah, that's what we need. Okay. You just bought a new rug. So far, it's a very good armrest for your car. Dang. Twitch chatter's getting rugs. How fancy. I thought all we needed was a plastic chair. And a mattress on the floor. We've reached a rug level? All you get is a rug pool? If you can buy miniatures, you can buy rugs. That's true. We have a rug. Yeah. We get the cheapo rugs from IKEA. They're actually kind of nice. Because we have cats. And sometimes cats are like, yo, let me do this thing where I like eat grass or whatever and I'm going to throw up. And whenever they have to throw up, they always, it's about a 100% success rate. They will always throw up on the rug. It's like, why did you have to pick the rug? You could have done anything, any other place. We don't have carpet, just use the floor. But no, they have to throw up on things like the rug. So I think if you have cats, maybe kids or whatever, probably the cheapo rug is the way to go. Yeah, rugs are a comfy spot to throw up on. You got a fluffy one? Nice. I can't really have a fluffy one because I have allergies. I'm weak. I don't want to be a reek, but you know. Your parents have a bathroom with a rug? I don't know about that, man. Carpeted bathroom is not... I don't really want to carpeted anything, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I know carpet can be kind of nice and all that, but I don't really want carpet anything. Also, again, I have allergies. I can't really have carpet anything. You like the sisal? Whatever you pronounce it? The cats destroyed him? Yeah. Cats are real pricks sometimes. They're cute, but they are pricks. Yeah, they're very nice though. Like, I thought I just walked downstairs, right? About an hour ago, before I started playing this game. And I noticed my cats apparently had managed to sneak into the bedroom, which is not where they're not usually allowed in the bedroom. And I was like, oh, you prick. But I was also like, ah, I'm gonna leave them there because they're being very cute. Because they know they're not allowed in the bedroom. You have a darts room, Georgia? Damn. Fancy. So let me see. That door needs to be open as long as the signal... What do I want to set this up? Like, I don't want it to be too low, right? Maybe I should actually have the sensor further down. Yeah, I think that's actually better. Maybe not as far down as I just had it now, because that was a little extreme. Actually, I'm gonna just put it fucking over there. I think it's not a terrible idea. Maybe it is. I don't know. I might regret this. I like to live life with regret. I like to live in a perpetual state where I'm thinking, but what if I would have done this? What if I would have done that instead? Highly recommend it. What if I would have said this and this and that? It's a really good idea. Hey. Oh, now I can relocate them. Dang, fancy. I'll put them down symmetrically. Very important. I have 2 volcanoes. Yeah, but I don't think I want to heat them up that much, man. This is a little too warm. I know I'm being a little counterintuitive sometimes. I'm like, well, the base is too hot, it's too cold, whatever. Okay, so I want this to be sending a green signal if above 2000 Gs. So right now it's sending a green signal, meaning that the green signal is gonna send the automation all the way up, and that airlock is going to open, which means the stuff can flow. I would just destroy this door as well, just for my own thing. Yeah, I don't think I want it to like be so warm that I can heat up my entire base to like 1000 degrees. I know, I'm being very picky. Squash fries. Not. Mega front. Did we ever like build up these radiant pipes? Yeah, we did. So I'm assuming this will all be fine. Although we might want to empty the pipe. Yeah. Mario! I need a plumber! Plumb the shit out of those pipes. Actually, I don't think this is gonna work, is it? Because it's just gonna be perpetually air. Let me see, though. I will cancel the plumbing soon. The plumbing will continue until morale improves. I think this will be enough. Why would anyone ask Mario for plumbing? The dude is on mushrooms 24/7. That's a very good point. Okay, let me see. Cool. Damn. Damn, it's dancing. You love to see that. Let me pipe some of the stuff out. Okay. I need one more spacesuit, please. Dang it, my bonbon tree is wiggly. That's wild. Okay, so then this polymer press is going to be producing raw plastics. Is that what it does? Converts plastic polymers into... So it's gonna get... Yes, it's gonna turn nectar into steam and carbon dioxide, which I think both of them we can just kind of, you know, like whatever. We can just kind of let them here. And it's gonna allow us straight plastic. And then the plastic we can use to make bits. And then the bits we can use for luxury. And then I don't know what else. But that's good, I think, maybe. You guys are still too hot? Come on, dude. How is it so hot? The ethanol over here is at -20. And then by the time it gets over here is at -13. Why is it heating it up? Why is it not a problem over here? I think I'm gonna plumb. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of emptying of the pipe, so to say. Yeah, but why is the air over here so hot? Is it the one shearing station that's making shit warm over here? The balance heat up the plants, you have to have them in a different room? Really? How would I have them in a different room? Wait. Can I, like, reconnect them again somehow? Okay. The plastic press and the ethanol distillery do the heat? But don't these guys eat directly from the plant? Ah, they don't need the grains. You can just harvest the squash and then transport it to them. Gotcha. So I just moved this way up then. I can move it up over here. It's very cold up there. Scalding. Yeah, I'm trying to set up automation for this. Why did the auto sweeper, by the way, never get built? I don't understand. Like, what's your problem? The other auto sweeper over here got built. Why did that one not get built? Sometimes the game is so weird about those sorts of things. Maybe I just don't have the resource or something, but it doesn't, like... It'd be really nice if it gave you some info. Anyhow. So I'm trying to automate a little bit of production for that sort of thing. So what is this thing made out of then? Copper, okay. Make it out of iron, I guess? Sure. Okay. Maybe it's better now. Plants have died. Okay. Let's go ahead. Build all of this. So these are actually looking pretty decent. I would like to set up a little room over here for them. Is there now like a... Yeah, let's do a bunch of wrangling. Here we go. Wrangle a bunch of them. There we go. We're actually getting a little bit of ethanol now. Kind of awesome. I think I'm going to start cutting this one loose. If I don't need it. Because this, I mean, I may have a need for it, but there's a couple of liquids mixing here. Which is kind of a pain. So let's just cut that loose and maybe try to see if we can run it off of that. Body temperature is too warm over here. This beautiful little setup of mine. I may actually have to move all of this around too. Bane. Do I need these over here though? Like, do the floxes need to graze? I don't think they do either, do they? I think they can just be fed with the grooming station or something. I don't really understand how it works, but I'm pretty sure I don't need to worry about that either. They're getting scalded? Well, they built the machine already, Sir White. So... Yeah, I think I need to put down a critter feeder or something. Ah, yeah, that's it. There we go. Building melted. Conveyor loader. What did we build it out of? It probably auto-selected mercury. Okay. Bit of a mess. Don't build everything out of mercury, guys. It seems so obvious in hindsight. Okay, please fucking do the job. It's okay, just a little bit of drama. They're just being a little overly dramatic, don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll be checking it out, Black Sosony. I poured liquid mercury onto my plants. That's okay, I don't care. Okay. Body temperature over here is also warm, man. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's build a bunch of plants over there in that instance, in that case. And then we put up a... We put up plume... There we go. And then over here we put up bike apple. Wait, is that what it's called? Oh, it's one word. Okay. And then this kind of does need to be done though, because obviously I'm going to need a lot of food for these. What is stressing out my dupes so much? I don't know. I think they're just being a little overly dramatic. Oh no. Maybe I should stop using exclamation mark for everything. Just thinking out loud here. I don't know, man. No! Stop that! Walking around in liquid mercury is probably not something they enjoy too much. I wonder how much more chill they're going to be when the, Oh, I actually have plenty of Atmos suits, dude. I'm done. We're done with Atmos suits. Hell yeah. Okay, so that means we can actually get an Atmos suit checkpoint. I'll put this thing down. And we'll save over here. Because moving forward, we can suit up and basically make it so that they never not wear a suit. Guys, huge moment for the game. When the next cycle begins, all of my duplicants will always be wearing spacesuits. The only place they can sleep is right over here in this quarter. And the only exit is past this Atmos suit... What is it? Atmos suit checkpoint. I just need to make sure that there's enough oxygen in the suits and that there's power and all that. But I'm hoping that this is gonna make the stress go down a little bit. Because we have a lot of stress. Maybe a little bit too much stress, actually. Yeah, we could add more duplicate quarters to this place if we wanted to. Like, we have a lot of room for expansion over here behind. Starvation. Maybe go eat. We have... What happened to all my calories, chat? I had a lot of calories. Did they put all of the food in here? I guess they did. Maybe that's a little much. I don't actually know how much that is. Oh no. I changed the priority of the food gathering not too long ago. Maybe I need to change that back. 22,000 calories is not a lot. I kind of stopped putting a focus on it because it didn't really seem important at the time. I was like, I'll monitor the number in the top left. Anyways, it says over here that there is a storage of 400 kilos. Which kind of sounds like a lot. Maybe we should store like 50. And then maybe that will give me, maybe that will bring me my calories back? Because it kind of seems a bit excessive here on the critter feeder. I don't know how much 500 kilograms of... Maybe that's where my food went, honestly. I have a dupe that is about to hit 100% stress. Bandos, apparently. Where is he? Am I dumb? Where is he? Oh, he's right over here throwing up. Excellent. Love you, dude. Maybe try and not do that, buddy. In our brand new spacesuit section. Can I put him in a timeout somehow? Why are you so upset? He's hungry, he's chilly, he's throwing up. He's vomited. He's more stressed now because he's vomiting. I think vomiting inside of your spacesuit is probably bad. I don't know much about the details, but I feel like it's not ideal. Yeah, maybe I should set up a massage, or I could maybe do, that's actually a good idea. What about we do a schedule? Duplicate this schedule, except when you are really stressed out, your entire day is downtime. Bandos, I will try to not forget moving you out of this, okay? Hold up. You get to go. Okay, well, he's celebrating with another excellent. Excellent. Love that. Love that for you. Okay. They're eating right in front of it. Robert Boss has seen things in life. He doesn't care. It's a sick day. Yeah, it's a sick day. We'll allow those. I would really like to have the massage thingamajig, like the massage table. I'll put it in the kitchen. We're not using the kitchen anyway at the moment. It only makes sense. Yeah, he's gonna obviously get a day off today, but then tomorrow, you know, he'll have to work twice as hard. That just makes sense. I think this is a big moment, though, for the playthrough in general. I just need to make sure that we can actually supply enough oxygen during the night cycle for them to, like... Bandos? Go take a chill pill. I mean, that looks kind of nice. Until it accidentally chops your head off, but... But until that point, it will be great. I would like to do a very high priority sweep of the base, though, because there's just, like, puke everywhere. Oh, suddenly the stress levels went way down. All right, Bandos. Your sick schedule is over. We gave him a half day. I'm a very nice person, Chet. I don't really understand why you guys are making me sound like some evil tyrant. I very clearly did everything in my power. Yeah, that dropped stress way down. So, I have a problem over here with my hydroponic farms, and that is that apparently it's a little too toasty. Yeah, it is only minus 10 degrees over here. Or as they call it in Canada, summer. I don't know if they call it in Canada summer. Anyways, I'm trying to grow a new hydroponic farm over here, and I set up a couple of auto feeders here. I think that's probably more effective. But it does mean that I have to... Good times. Come on. Everything's... As a Canadian, this is both true and hurtful. I've never been to Canada. I just assume it's frozen year-round. Am I wrong? You know, like in the section in Game of Thrones where they go north of the wall? That's how I picture Canada. It's been pretty hot lately. Oh. Hey, what's going on, Ones Guy? Thank you very much. Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Appreciate the support. It feels like 40 degrees right now. Oh, dang. That is hot. Okay. Trying to see if I can actually... Okay, maybe don't automatically make everything exclamation point priority, dude. Mostly talking to myself here. Hey, thank you, Night End, as well for the raid. Hope you had a nice stream, too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm playing a little game called Oxygen Not Included. I have since included Oxygen. However, it's been a little tricky. I just took a pretty giant step for the playthrough, and that is that I am now making sure that all of my duplicants are always wearing spacesuits. It does take a little bit, though, to set everything up, and I think everything now also has kind of slowed down a bunch because of it. But at least they should be safer and maybe less stressed out. So, I know there is this. which makes them faster in exosuits, right? The main problem is the amount of morale that they need. But I think it should be fine. Now that I made, like, look at this. 25 morale. I'm going to start giving them exosuit training. If they have a little bit of... Yeah, if they have a little bit of morale available, I think it's worth it. I have never really had a playthrough go to this point, though, I don't think. I feel like I always fail before this point. I'm trying to create a little bit of breathing room, though. Oh, no. Morale's very low here, actually. Improved carrying is also really OP. Okay. So they get a ton of morale over here early in the morning, and they get very sad when they pass this section of the map, I think. So maybe we just need to put down a bunch more statues. Like more sculpting blocks made out of granite. Yeah. Okay, this is not... Stop! Alright, anyways, I'll just try and put a bunch of statues down in locations that they pass by quite frequently. Statues as far as the eye can see. Yeah, so we need basically the entire map to be green. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to just, like, remove a couple of the things on the outside. And just put up statues instead all around. So, like, basically they just get a lot more morale whenever they go anywhere. I think that's a good idea. We'll deconstruct a couple of these things. Move a few items around and we'll spoon feed them happiness. I will shove happiness down their throats. I'm sure that's a very effective method. And not questionable in any way, shape, or form at all. What? No, it's not. The hell? Okay. Alright, we have one artist right now. You better get to work. Oh. It works. Just put down more statues. I do have sultanas. Yes. Tell me you're Dutch without telling me you're Dutch. I will not have any sultana slander in the chat, okay? Yo, these bonbon trees are actually insane. Maybe I should just pump these instead, man. Like, all I'm trying to do is get plastic. And these seem to have an infinite amount of plastic. The only problem is obviously that there's gonna be meteor strikes and stuff, which will destroy some of my items. And I think if I, like... I don't know. I'm not sure. There's the anti-meteor gun. Yeah, but I'm not really in a position where I can make some fancy technology like that, man. I don't know. Not a bad idea, though. Maybe that's what you're ultimately supposed to do, but... that seems like it is a very long way into the future, you know what I mean? Does this come in a care package? I guess so. Nope, there are meteor showers. There certainly are. Okay, we do have to do something that is actually critical priority, though. I think my animals are going to escape if I'm not careful. Yeah, this is kind of important. I need those seeds. Oh my god. I would actually like to section them off a little bit as well. I don't know if these guys can jump. I don't think they can. Just for good measure, though, I'll put all of this down too. Alright. Once this is built, we can wrangle them again, and then they should only be able to walk around to this little space. It's kind of chill. I really don't have a lot of food, by the way. Kind of problematic. But it'll be a problem for future Loco, right? Maybe, I don't know. We'll just wrangle all of them and redistribute them a bunch. Okay. Yeah, future Loco maybe sooner than I think. You're not wrong. I don't know if all of this is even going to work, man. Hey, this is actually done, though. Look at that. Conveyor rail is blocked? By what? I was trying to set up some fancy automation over here, but I don't think... Oh, this thing is overheating? Oh, that's bad. Okay, please disable a couple of these things. This is way too hot. It's a problem with burning wood. There's not an easy way to regulate the amount of temperature it generates. Okay. Everything's a bit of a meme. Did we die yet? I mean, I've been close a couple of times. I feel like we're quite... Like, I feel like the setup is quite good. But we rely a lot on farming. And farming doesn't seem to be the most reliable thing we can use. Yeah, we're kind of living on the edge a little bit. I really need like a better source of electricity, man. Although, to be fair, I still have a shit ton of wood. Maybe it's not a problem. Maybe I can just kind of like... No. God. I still have a ton of wood. So I guess I'll just keep running it off of wood instead, and then we'll see how it goes. Maybe this is dumb. But I definitely need something better than wood here before too long. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think that's a very good mentality in this game. I would like to separate this section of the map though. Like if I just separate these and have this running on its own little setup, that would probably make it all a bit more reliable. If it ain't broke, don't fix it is kind of like, I don't know, dude. I don't really love that mindset. Hey, here's one that is freshly sheared. No, I will gladly break things down if I feel like I could make things better. Yeah, it's short-sighted for sure. Okay. All modern digital infrastructure? A project some random person in Nebraska has been thanklessly maintaining since 2003? It's kind of beautiful. Yeah. It is kind of beautiful. Stress vomiting? Bandos! Again? Come on, dude. Bro gets stressed every second day. What do you do with employees that get stressed every second day, chat? They're like, ooh, I'm sick. I need to like take a day off. What is this? Europe? Do I look like somebody that cares about my employees' well-being? Fire them right away. Yeah, it's for their own benefit. This guy wants a mental health day, apparently, dude. He needs like a day off because he's like stressed or something. Ay, ay, ay. I give him space suits. I give him life. Is he vomiting inside of his suit? Yeah, that's not good. What happens if you wear a spacesuit and you... okay, well, maybe that's... Is this just regular water? It is. We don't care. No, we don't sweep that. Okay. Is this still the same base? Yup. It is still the exact same base. Imagine having diarrhea inside of a spacesuit. I've never thought about it. This is a game-changing moment. Yeah. Okay, a couple of these guys need to, like, chill. Some of you guys are really stressed. Gertrude is also stressed for some reason. Can you guys, like, take a day off or something and, like, relax? Maybe, I don't know. Why are you not sleeping in your bed? The fuck? Yeah, maybe take turns getting your back chopped off. Okay. It's very effective, though. Okay. The amount of calories I have is going up again. That's good. We have a couple of repair errands over here, but now we have some split up electricity again, which I think is nice. So we have 3 different separate lines of electricity. Didn't I set up feeder stations for these guys? Oh, I didn't. Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Yikes. It happens. That can happen to the best of them. Come on. Don't give me a hard time. Yeah, maybe they haven't been eating. But I've gone a couple days without eating. No, actually, I don't think I have. But I think I could. Let's go on D the Hunter. Is the game dark enough to include research for chill pills? I think it probably is. Yeah, you can get some sort of performance-enhancing mechanics. But I think it becomes pretty problematic at some time. Like at some later point. You can only get caffeine? Ooh. I have drank caffeine in the past, believe it or not. I'm a performance-enhancing streamer. I haven't really done a lot of, like, food refining for any of these guys. I don't know if I should be. Probably. It's probably a good idea not to, like... I'm not natty. No, I've consumed the caffeines. So now the calories are really bad. No, you guys have to get back to work, dude. Like, my base falls apart when you're all taking a day off. Everything's kind of falling apart, to be honest. My food situation's really problematic. Do they not, like, redistribute it automatically? Because I have a shit ton of food sitting in this one critter feeder over here. Can we, like, maybe change that? Does this immediately bring my calories back? Because it currently says 5,500. Yeah, oh, that's where it was. Now it goes straight back to 340. Okay. I'm still making a whole lot of things, though, obviously, right? So I gotta be a little careful, but... I'm still making a lot of these critter feeders. So I don't want it to all go to the animals, but... Okay. So now that there is oxygen inside of these spacesuits, though, they can actually just do whatever they need, right? Like, this is all very nice. There's a ton of oxygen over here. I have a lot of airflow. And technically, like, a lot of this could enter the base, but I'm not really too concerned. I think it'll be fine. We can grow these plants and get some more value. Not too shabby. Can we maybe like wrangle all of the guys over here on the right though? Because a few of them are outside of this area, which is not ideal. Oh, I could actually never produce this little bit of reel over here. That's awkward. Can I like change a bunch of my priorities up? Because I feel like my entire priority system is an absolute disaster. None of these are particularly important. It's so easy to just like change the priority of everything and then never change them back. Maybe you're supposed to change them back, I don't know. Actually, these bathrooms also really don't need to be high priority. Because these are plumbed. They don't actually require anything. Same for these spacesuits. There we go, that can all be priority 5. All of this can be priority 5, 5. That has to be a little bit higher priority. You can use global priority on items with a hotkey. We'll make all of this priority 5. I think I should probably just make my entire base priority 5, dude, and let them like fucking sort it out again. Should I be crazy? Okay, observe bottlenecks. Everything's priority 5 again! Woo! Setting everything to 5 is a disaster? We'll find out. Yeah, I'm trying to set up automation. So that's what I've done over here. So what I'm trying to do here is build an automatic sweeper that heats a lot of this up. Actually, maybe I should change these things now that we actually have a bit of temperature built up. Maybe we can change them now to like these other heaters. The space heaters. Because those I can actually put on a sensor. Oh, careful, Loco. There's stuff on the floor. I also have a dedicated power line for this section of the map now, which I think is also quite good. Ah, right. I forgot about that. So I have a liquid thermo sensor over here. And I think I can also have a temperature sensor. There we go. That basically can automate whether or not these space heaters are gonna be running. So if I do that as well, hopefully stuff won't melt. Yeah, so look, this is the automation here. So what's going on here is that we have these auto sweepers. This is the first time we're getting that. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I think so. Where's the automation thing? Which one is it? Ah, here we go. So these guys over here, the fluxes, are being sheared, and then these auto sweepers pick the stuff up and put them onto a little conveyor belt. And then the conveyor belt is dropping the wood off right over here. And then this auto sweeper doesn't need to be here anymore because now I'm switching over to space heaters. Sometimes my own brilliance surprises me. Cancelled. Cancelled. Everything's cancelled. Anybody posting a laughing emoji in the chat? Cancelled. Right away. Right away. We'll drop it off over there instead. Okay, send green signal if temperature below... What did I set up over here? For that liquid piping? 29? 29? Did I actually set it to 29? No, 20.9. Okay. I'm actually gonna make this like 15. I think that'll be fine. And then we'll set this one up to like 20... if below, yes. The idea was great. The execution was kind of dumb. This was a very easy solution, though, to my problem, so, you know. Right, I think my base is pretty good. I agree. You see that, chat? Nolan just posted something nice. None of this like, ha 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 ha! What an idiot type of thing. You see that? Take notes, chat. Maybe take a screenshot. XDs are now no longer allowed. One little compliment and it goes straight to his head. You see, chat? Now I have a bit of an issue though, where my plumbing is not working. Oh, I can scale up how much electricity they use? That's a gamer moment. Problem is, obviously, if the plumbing is not working, then also none of this stuff is being sent out. And if none of the stuff is being sent out, they won't be able to use the toilets. And when they can't use the toilets, everything falls apart really quickly. So the current internal temperature needs to hit 15 degrees or so before it continues pumping again, which it should hit right about right now. So then the liquid should start pumping again. There we go. And we will actually empty the pipes. I just don't know if it's gonna like take too long. Like maybe these things don't Maybe they don't generate enough heat. So maybe I should never have changed it. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I gotta crank up the room temperature. Problem is, it requires a lot of electricity, and I'm still just running this entire base off of wood. I have a lot of wood, and I do have a separate setup for it. It might just take a little too much, though. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. These can output 600 each. I'll just make, or in total, rather. Let's make one more. Yeah, I have a liquid reservoir that will take care of that problem. So I have an overflow system. Maybe I need to have a liquid reservoir as well, though, before this section rather than after. Yeah, I'm refining wood into ethanol over here too. And then I'm using the ethanol to make these plants over here that are then fed to them. All of the farming is very important, though. Yeah, I could sort I could put down a second reservoir over here, I guess. The problem is I don't have an easy spot to put it, which is kind of annoying. I don't know if they can reach all of this, but let's just see. But maybe it's okay, though. Like, let's just see if it works out for now, because I think it might be okay. It just mostly depends on the temperature over here. I don't know how long it takes for these things to, like, heat up the thing. I could also use these things as, like, a redundancy. And put down a, like, a heater. Like, just a good old wood heater. I don't have space, though, for anything anymore. Dang it. I think that's the best idea. Straight to priority, exclamation mark, we go again. Honestly, this is kind of critical. Yo, Brusic. Toxic, hello? What? Didn't I, like... You're in the midlife crisis right now? Oh, okay, I see, I see. Weren't you saying you were turning, like, 29 or something? Old. Confirmed. $30? Fuck, dude. No wonder, no wonder. You know what will happen? You'll turn 30 and then you're like, huh, it's just another day. Yeah. One foot in the grave? Absolutely. Now my oxygen is not being pumped in. Oh, what? Entombed? Mate, they're always so dramatic about Entombed. Ay, ay, ay. I thought I didn't have enough electricity or something. Not really a midlife crisis. Yeah, I fully intend on turning 120 years old, dude. I wouldn't be too worried about it. It's more like a quarter life. I'm gonna be a cyborg. Absolutely, yes. We've been making good progress, Gogarius. However, things are kind of narrow, let's say. Why don't you make an auto sweeper to feed wood? Don't you even right now. Because I feel like you're like evening pretty hard at the moment. The jupe in the bottom has to sleep in CO2? Oh yeah, they do. Tough luck, baby. A wood burner on a wooden floor. Yeah, I don't know about that part. I'm not exactly sure what the problem is. What seems to be the problem, officer? Look, I'm trying to sort out one problem at a time. Why is it heating up so freaking slow? It's even going down. What the hell? This room went from being way too hot to being apparently kind of cold. I know it's about liquid temperature. I need a temperature sensor for the room. I have 2 temperature sensors in the room, bro. Anyway. I'm gonna go through a midlife crisis as well at this rate. My lifespan is going down the more I play this video game. Oh, actually, we need to wrangle these guys first. It's a bit annoying because I need to only destroy the tiles and not any wires and stuff that are underneath. And I know in some of these sections there may be. Yeah, over here there's like a pipe. So I guess I'll just do them individually like this. A little bit tedious. Little bit annoying. The dice, yeah. There's very little rolling. Let's leave it at that. Man, there's an insane amount of pressure down here. Holy crap. I kind of figured that me having a direct opening into the freaking world with an automation wire going up north would actually like reduce pressure. Like there's a freaking straight up opening into a vacuum and it's not enough. Yeah, I guess it's because the carbon dioxide doesn't rise. A pump is necessary for that? Yeah, but I would have to have a pump really far down, right? I need like a secondary source of electricity, honestly, man. Like the fact that I have no electricity is extremely annoying. I think it might also be worthwhile to do a little bit of spaghetti over here. Because right now my base could fall apart by the freaking plumbing. Which is not great. Let me see. Gotta make sure I wire this up properly. So, this one goes in there. Dirty water gets saved over there. Dirty water then goes down. And jumps across right over here. Then it loops out this way. And this goes up that way. And then we cut these two. That looks right. Yeah. One carbon skimmer? Yeah, one carbon skimmer is not possible because it needs liquid. And it's very difficult to get liquid water at minus 30. Carbon skimmer would be sick, though. I think the easiest thing I can do to get rid of the carbon is just to dig down. You can make a closed loop with a skimmer? Can you actually? There are plants that eat the CO2. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I wouldn't have gotten to this point without it. Game's kind of difficult. But I think I'm doing at least that part correctly. Okay, yeah. So this is set up correctly now. So at least we'll have a lot more of the dirty water to store. Yeah, so one thing I can easily do to just kind of get rid of a lot of my CO2 is just dig. It will make the CO2 fall down more. There's one very hot square right over there. I think this is the easiest solution. Not a very permanent one, but that will make a lot of the CO2 drop down more. We'll take a bonbon tree seed. I could heat up my base a lot if I just dig up a couple of those things. Hey. Okay, so we're now storing piss right over here in a liquid reservoir. 750 kilos of it. Okay, I need electricity. I need a way to generate power. I don't know what the easiest way of doing it is. So I'm burning wood, which is not terrible. Converts petroleum, ethanol, or biodiesel into electrical power. Ooh, that might be the way. But how much? I need to burn a lot more wood in that case, right? Like, I need a lot more of this ethanol distiller. I'm a little afraid of, like, building... What's the best spot for the ethanol distiller? It needs to be in a very cold environment. Like, the whole base is cold, but it's gonna heat everything up if I make a whole load of them. I don't know if it does, Fantastic Lemon, but it seems to kind of do the trick. Where do you think I should... Any suggestions, guys? Where do you think I should build my ethanol distillers? Because I have a bunch of plants that I'm growing. I could put them over here, honestly. I'm not growing any plants in this region anymore. So maybe it's kind of chill. Yeah, but they need to be fed, right? Like, I think somebody has to go over there and, like, bring the wood. I can also just build it over here. I could feed it with an auto sweeper. Yeah. I kind of feel like I need to set it up first and then do the auto sweeping, but... yeah. So a little bit out of the way would be better. How many ethanol distillers should I make, though? Probably don't need that many. 45. Okay. I will ask you many questions, Barnacle. But about ethanol distillers, I won't. I should do math? No. Don't be crazy. And then he said, do math. Haha. Maybe over here. No. Math? No. Not even once. Friends don't let friends do math. I think this is a pretty decent spot. I'll just put it kind of far. Let's see. So, ethanol distiller. I'll just do 2. What? Oh no. Is there something fancy over here? Or is it because of the plant? Oh, it's because of the plant. Math is kind of nerdy. Not gonna NGL. It is pretty nerdy, yeah. I think Einstein was a bit of a nerd, for example. Like, he really liked that sort of thing. Idleness? Oh, the fuck are you doing, dude? Are you dying over there? Maybe don't do that. Maybe just fall down. There you go, dude. You're welcome. Is there polluted water in this mix? How did the polluted water get in here then, huh? It's very small amounts though. Was that the piss? But how can he... If he pissed in his suit, how is it on the floor? What are these suits made up out of? What? Not enough. It's such a small amount, I guess, that it doesn't matter? I don't know how that makes any sense, but... Oh, is this the edge of the world? Oh, this is the absolute furthest away. Okay, I see. I'm actually gonna cancel this. I'm gonna cancel that as well. And we'll kind of just run like a little... Actually, maybe we can build it a little bit further up. I would like to build the conveyor rail in such a way that I can drop off wood right over there. You're trapped? How are you trapped? Yeah, because we have no freaking electricity anymore. I think we're disabling this checkpoint for a little bit. Because I can't reliably maintain this at the moment. I need more power first. I just don't have enough electricity to run any of this stuff, which is a bit annoying. I don't quite understand why it's being such a giant pain in the ass, though. I guess I'll make them a higher priority to feed the wood, but it's still a little bit time consuming. I'll need to set up some temporary burners over here too. Mostly just to see if this thing can like figure itself out. I need a... What's it called? A chute or whatever? Yes, a conveyor chute. I almost spelled it correctly too. Conveyor rail. Go down that way. Dig a little bit up here. Check the temperature. Should be fine. So these are going to be producing ethanol. And then the ethanol can be pumped on down towards this low ground here. Yes. I've already set that up. That's good. Good. Trunk health? Okay. Do I have plastic, by the way, guys? Didn't I, like... Pipe is blocked? Oh. Did I never set it up? No, I have the nectar going in. What do I need for this, then? It needs a gas output. Oh, it needs a gas output? Is that the only thing I'm... What is the gas output? Don't you literally just do... What was Loco from the past doing? What Loco from the past? First off, why are you so dumb? I didn't know that this is how it... No, I think it just outputs carbon, no? I think it just outputs carbon. Although, as per usual, I can never find anything in this freaking screen. Why aren't you telling me what the gas output is? Must expel gas through a gas pipe. Okay, thank you, buddy. Love that for you. Polymer press. They make some of these things in the game awfully, like, annoying. Yeah, it's, I think, carbon dioxide and steam. It said it right there. Well, I didn't see it. I was looking at it. You know what? I'll just pump it all the way up. How about that? We'll just pump it all the fucking way up. Here we go. Put a little vent over there. Okay. I like the fact that it has an inner wiki, but it's sometimes a little bit of a pain in the ass. Wait, no. Wait, no, this is liquid, right? Like the wiki, or yeah, the internal wiki kind of comes with its own little quirks, let's say. What the f... Oh, it drops it on the floor. Is that the steam though? Because I think it says CO2. CO2 and steam. So I'm assuming the steam just turns into liquid and then into ice. But it means that I get plastic. And plastic is pretty sick. Yeah, it's gotta be the steam. It's going to cook the base. So what I'm hearing is I probably want to set this section up over here somewhere too, huh? I will move that over in a moment. That seems like a perfect section for this area of the map. I'll actually switch over to the conductive wires over here. So how about I set this up well? I'm trying to think, like, how do I... So these are gonna be making... These just get fed? Yeah, no, this is fine. Doesn't matter if the insulated pipes, like the temperature is still gonna get into my base. I don't know how much of a problem that would be. I may have to like cool it down somehow, which is kind of crazy because this entire game started off so freaking hot. I wonder how much my base is gonna heat up. It's so funny how heat becomes a problem again very soon. I don't even know how I would combat it. Yeah, I can make insulated pipes, but like the heat is gonna get into my base anyway. Like, what's the point? If I drop it off over here, it is still gonna be hot. How does it matter? You can vent heat into space? Are you saying I should bring this all the way up, make a little loop in the vacuum, cool it way down, and then send it back out? I don't know if that would work. I don't have a ton of faith in that. I don't think you can exchange temperature. Like, even if this stuff is very cool over here, I don't think it's gonna exchange anything. That doesn't make any sense. I think, with the way that my current run is going, some of those problems will be problems long after I am done with this playthrough. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Like, I am hoping that my run will end before that becomes a problem. It's not a great way of doing things, I will admit. Hey, Mickey.
Insulated dance break.
That was beautiful, dude. We all needed that very much. Once this is automated, though, I never actually have to enter it anymore, do I? Maybe I do. I don't even understand how this works. It doesn't fucking tell me either, so I don't know. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. That means we can have dinner tonight. Laurent will be so happy. Gotta think. My brain is no longer braining very well. The brain is starting to not brain. $5 footlong at Subway? A footlong at Subway is $5 in the States? I don't know how much it is over here, but definitely more than $5. 15 years ago it was? Ah, okay. I was gonna say. Yeah, it's like 10 euro, I think. It's... Okay. It's more like 13. I was gonna say, that seems insane still. That's a great deal. I'm not a big Subway guy. No. You can't even have a 6-incher for $5? Yeah. If you know where to find it, dude, you can probably ask a guy in the chat. Jeffrey. Anyways. What does fast food taste like? What? Oh, what fast food do I like? You know what? We went to McDonald's the other day, which we hadn't been to in like, I don't know, a while. And I got some spicy chicken nuggets, and they were nice. I really liked the spicy chicken nuggets. That's... Yeah, the spicy nuggets are good. I'm kidding, Jeffrey. Like bell pepper spicy? No, like you know, white Dutch person spicy. Are you guys still gaming, or like what are you guys doing? I'm trying to build something here. What are you? Yeah, no, you guys are right. You got me. So it is basically bell pepper spicy. Yeah, you're not wrong. Starvation? Why don't you eat, bro? I don't understand. Are you dumb? Something's going horribly wrong, chat. What is the problem? Why are you guys... What is happening right now? I think I may need to set up the priority of the oxygen a little bit more. Actually, these are lower priority, but we still need oxygen. Because oxygen is not included. Kinda had it in the name of the game. How did I not know? How silly. No, I canceled this this structure for a little bit, man, because my whole base is freaking falling apart. Ever since I started running the spacesuits, things have become a bit of a meme. My electricity keeps breaking. All of this stuff is not sufficient. Maybe, though, the first thing we can do is just, like, upgrade all of the wires. It's gonna be a little expensive. But I'm gonna have to do this anyway. I think I was a little over-eager turning on the spacesuits. It was very fun. Okay. But I need a better solution for my electricity, which is what I'm trying to set up over here. But for some reason, this freaking thing never gets built. I don't understand. Why does this never get built? I put down an auto sweeper. I have a guy that can build auto sweepers. But for some reason, they're insanely slow. Half of your crew is still in the suits. They can't breathe? Wait, what? Why not? Yeah, it's reachable. They just don't do it. Nope, I have nothing else on that priority level. Yeah, I've seen some of my dupes are still wearing their spacesuits, but I don't understand why. Why are you guys not dropping it off when you go home? Why did that not work? Did the auto suit actually like beam me out? Am I supposed to have one as well on the other side? Do I have to like drop it? I guess I have to like drop it manually. Oh, they take off the suit for a little bit and then breathe. What? Dude, why is this game so weird sometimes? Ah. Okay. Yeah, they don't actually die in the suits. They just... So we need to make sure that these get delivered over here again. Which is kind of a mess. Do any of you still wear the suit? Yeah. Any of the stressed out people do, I guess. I turned it off because I couldn't reliably get enough electricity into the Atmos suit checkpoint. I don't have enough electricity to run this every day. Like, none of this is working as it is. It's very annoying. But I was thinking maybe I need to get my electricity sorted first with another alternative route and... Did you just drop it all the way down? Hamster wheels are like the main goal again, dude. Everybody loves hamster wheels once more. Why is this not building? Seriously, I have all the resources for it. But they're not doing it. So I have one guy that can build it, but he kind of refuses it. I don't know why. I guess I'll set it up to exclamation marks or something. Maybe then he will actually go and do it. The priorities tab overrides priorities set on my map. Yeah, but I don't want him to be building all of the time. I want him to be building only when these particular tasks are needed. Oh, well. I guess it's something to keep in mind. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize that that is how it works. So I can only then do it by having the right parameters then. With exclamation marks. Okay. Do I have automation wire? Yep. Oh, look at that! The wood is making its way over here. There we go. And this is going to work, and it's going to feed them. So that's going to be generating ethanol right over here. And I'm assuming this will bring up the amount of ethanol that I have quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and deconstruct this one. We don't really need this one anymore. These things generate an insane amount of carbon dioxide, though. I think this is why a lot of this setup is the way that it is. Is something here built out of fucking... Why is there immediately mercury on the floor again? What is this? Did anything here get built out of mercury? Can I just like set it up so it never builds anything out of mercury? Like, what's the problem now? It's very frustrating sometimes, man. I keep manually checking for it, but... Where is the... It's emitting ethanol, polluted dirt, and carbon dioxide. Then where the fuck is the... Where's it coming from? Polluted dirt, carbon dioxide. Yeah, but these things aren't running at that temperature, are they? These things are made out of the cinnabar ore. But that shouldn't melt until like 500 something degrees. These things are at minus 31. I keep running into silly problems. It's a bit annoying. I'm actually gonna try and wall this off a little bit. Don't like it too much like this. I don't know if this even does anything. Yeah, maybe there was just some mercury in the environment that is now melting because of the temperature? But the temperature isn't that high. Sometimes the game does this where I feel like it's just like memeing on me. Yeah, there is actually just straight up mercury over here in the environment. That must be where it's coming from. Okay. So, with this then, we can set up a... what was it? We can do a... petroleum, what is it? Petroleum burner or something? Petroleum generator? Yes. Converts petroleum, ethanol, or biodiesel into electrical power. That's good. So we can put that right over here. Actually, add another one of these batteries. Should be fine. Those need to be connected too. Yeah. And this then has an input and an output? No, it only has an input. Then where does the polluted water go? Does it just drop it on the floor? Wait, is this the pump in of... no, this is the... Is that in or out? This is in. The generator just pees on the floor? Ay, 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 ay. Absolute memes. Why would it do it like that? It's weird how it doesn't show that in the little overview screen. Yeah, it's like a peat burner, okay. So what is my best way of setting that sort of thing up? Because obviously if I build it over here, it's gonna be an absolute meme. I can build it in space? I can build it over lava? I don't really know if I feel comfortable dealing with the Yeah, but if I build it in space, it's gonna die to the stuff that falls out of the sky. Or am I crazy? How can I prevent it from bunker? Bunker tile. I don't think I'm gonna have that though. Okay. Maybe the snow is not that big of a deal. I don't know. Dude, I need weight. All of this is a little bit annoying, man. I'm not gonna lie. We were having a really... I feel like we were having a good time, and then the game decided to be a giant pain in the dick. Oh, there's something else over here. Why couldn't you just let me have fun, game? The game doesn't like having fun. It's like, you were having a good time with your new quarters? Ha ha ha! Didn't think so. Yeah, we are not even remotely close to bunker tiles. I need loads of different researches that I don't even have. Okay. It seems to be snow meteors. Yeah, so maybe it's chill. Maybe it's fine.
You can just emergency prioritize the geyser and it'll tell you what it is in the top left and you don't need to dig to it.
Thank you very much, Vel, for the 94 months. No, I don't think I can really build a bunker yet. Sorry to the Terran players. Sad days. Sad days. What about this? What about this stuff over here? What if I just drop the polluted water into whatever is down below over here? Like, hypothetically speaking, I mean. I'm trying to fix too many problems at once. You need to focus. Oh, I really dislike comments like that, dude. I know you try to be helpful, but it's insanely frustrating as a streamer when you say such things. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've not played this part of the game before. I don't know. I don't know what I'm even focusing on. Yeah, I should just do the right things instead of doing the wrong things. What a silly idea. Why am I not just doing it right? Okay, I will try to build... Oh, jeez. I will try to build one of those machine thingamajigs right over here. I don't know how much of a problem I will create for myself, but I'm gonna give it a shot. I want to build the generator or petroleum. I like how it's called a petroleum generator, by the way. When it can also convert other things. Anyway. Right over here. And then I need to be feeding it. A little bit of this. Let me just run a little bit of a pump. The pumps in this game are OP, man. Doesn't seem to matter what distance at all. It will just build. It's incredible. Let me explain how to build a sour gas boiler over text. I love sour gas boiling. I usually do it only on the weekends. Oh wait, it is the weekend. Yeah, we're already at cycle 178. It's pretty good. Yo, what? Tessa fucking Thor coming in clutch with a casual. 69 gift subs. That is nice. That's an insane amount of subs, dude. Holy crap, Tessa Thor. If I could see a huge round of hearts in the chat. That's insanely generous of you. I haven't seen your username in the chat in a little bit. Casually comes in. Thank you. Damn. It's like a one-man hype train all of a sudden. That's crazy. Thank you so much, man. What was I doing again? I was doing something. Right, so there's a vacuum. I'm trying to like use the I was laying pipe. I was laying pipe. That is true. Love that. You have very little internet connection the last few months. Definitely not enough to watch the stream. Oh no. No internet? Are you okay? Are you hanging in there? That sounds awful, man. You had about 1 hour of internet on average a week? Damn. That sounds terrible. What do you even do? What do you even do when you don't have internet? What did people even do before the internet? You're in the military? Oh, okay, well. You can eat paint? That's what I do without the internet, dude. I'm a brush licker to a T. People go outside? That's crazy talk. Don't be lying to me. Going outside for fun? I'm a brush licker, dude. I've been licking brushes for a long time. Oh, if you wear a spacesuit when you go outside, it's fine. Ah, okay. Didn't consider that. Hey, what about I just do like I mean, it's no bunker tile. I'll put up regular tiles instead. It's called being a gamer. Oh yeah, I need to put down a battery for sure. You see space behind? You need drywall? Otherwise it overheats? What? Drywall prevents something from overheating in space? Look, I sometimes don't want to ask dumb questions, but... This game makes me ask many dumb questions. How does drywall prevent... You know what? I will just build it. Don't forget drywall is like my favorite thing. It's like, I didn't even consider it. Not even a little bit. It will overheat because it's in a vacuum? So wait, now the heat will go onto the drywall? That's crazy. Okay, as long as this generates electricity, I guess I'm fine. That's basically all I'm here for, right? Like, I'm basically trying to make it so that this whole section of the map is going to generate the electricity that I need. But I don't know. Let's just see. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be terrible. I don't quite know. Pump is no longer in liquid over here. That's a little bit unlucky. Stuff over here is kind of breaking apart as well. No longer is this getting wood delivered to it, even though I still have a lot of wood. Can we like go and deliver that maybe? I will just keep creeping it up, man. We're already back to priority 8. I'm trying to sort it out. I feel like this is very recoverable, but the problem is I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I kind of knew what I was doing earlier, but now I don't know what I'm doing anymore, which is a big problem. However, if I can loop all of this up, right? Like, if I can hook all of this up. It looks like it's very recoverable to me. Wait, but is this going to generate electricity or not? Like, if it's not going to generate electricity, then obviously, what the fuck's the point? Oh no, my entire ethanol production is halted. The entire ethanol production is halted because these things have halted. Why have these things been halted? I don't understand. There's wood. Why are you not delivering wood? Fucking deliver the wood, please. Please deliver the wood. We have a shit ton of wood. Why are you not delivering the wood? Okay. Somebody delivered the wood. I think it's mostly because I kind of set a high priority up over here, which may have been a bit dumb. Anyway. There's something else over here, dude. There's a lot of very weird things in this world. Okay, anyway. If that then can run all of this, and if I actually have enough ethanol coming in, so there's the ethanol once more. There we go. So this should be automatically feeding this stuff. I don't know if there is any over here on the floor. I don't see any of it on the floor here. Oh no, it's coming. It's coming. There we go. It's working. There we go. Yeah. And if that then can be combined with fancy electricity coming in from here. I'm actually going to run this straight down. Then we can maybe hook this up over here and we can separate all of this. So we cut this off over here and we then run it over there instead. I don't know if this is a bad idea. Could be. But it's kind of lining up perfectly. I feel like this is a sign. But you do need to... Oh, okay, it's doing something. So it's getting a tiny little bit of ethanol. What happens? What's going on? Why are you guys freaking out? What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? How can I possibly be doing something wrong? When this is all clearly going so well. Maybe. I don't know. I need way more ethanol, guys. I need way more ethanol. But maybe it's because these things were on idle for a little bit. The door is open in space. No, it's automated. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm mostly concerned about the amount of CO2 this is going to generate over here, to be honest. I need to figure out a way to get CO2 that isn't, like, dig down. But I guess for now, I will keep digging down. I think digging down is still my best option. But it's not a great option. But I think it's my only option for the time being. Anyways, just keep digging down. Yeah, carbon skimmers require water. Liquid water, to be precise. Now, I found a little bit of liquid water over here. Maybe I can use that. Maybe I can create like a closed loop of it. That would be kind of sick. Oh! Generator is idle because this thingy is full. Okay, okay. Gamer? Gamer, please keep gaming. Stress vomiting? Bro, we don't have time for stress vomiting right now, okay? This is actually good, though. I think this is fine. And then I can hook this up together. And then hopefully... we can power this back up. And then I enable this again. Okay. I enabled that thing again. And we can permanently wear spacesuits once more. I'm gonna save it here. Please, future Loco, save us. Okay.